Alright, after doing warm-ups, I start out with handstands as usual. Jasper was wanting something, I don't know what at that time. But I'm starting my handstands with the side-to-side sway, putting a little bit more weight on one arm and then on the other, back and forth, as long as I can handle that, which was about 45 seconds here. Also, I have a 2x4 against the wall so that the heels of my hands are about 3.5 inches from the wall. After that, I did bar circumductions, and then while Tracy did her handstand, and then on the second set I did the handstand, wall handstand with the flexion and extension of my neck, again to increase my stability, trying to get a better and better line to my handstand. And of course I followed this with another set of bar circumductions, which I did not record. Next in the lineup was the 4-zone single leg squat or pistol squat, and this time I was able to get 5 repetitions in all 4 zones. It took about 1 minute and 6/10 to complete the whole set. And if you haven't tried these, you just have to try them to understand the depth of fatigue that you get in the hip and thigh by doing these in the repetitions in these zones. Each zone to failure or near failure. Without any added external load. So at this point I'm barely able to straighten my leg. And then I took a break. I usually need to take a break between each of these sides because there's the demands, the fatigue that develops in the whole body as a result of one set of these 4 zones pistol squats just requires a break. So during that break, Tracy did her 4-zone pistol squat, and then I just caught my breath. Also started getting my equipment set up for my X3 chest press. Altogether, with both of us training at the same time, it takes about a half an hour to complete both of our training sessions. So I'm very near failure. I'm just barely able to complete these. Next, the X3 bar chest press. But I ran into a problem after this first rep. One of the bands came out of the hooks, so I had to reset it to have the bands set properly so that all the resistance was there that I wanted. The smallest band had come loose, and I was surprised that even though I completed a heavily loaded repetition and then took a break, I was still able to almost get 9 repetitions on this set, which was almost one more repetition than last time. So in fact I did close to 10 repetitions, including the first aborted repetition, or when I first aborted the set. So on the last repetition here, though, I couldn't get my elbows as completely straightened as I would have preferred.
Oh my god. Oh, almost 9.
Mighty fierce looking there, Don.
That was after doing one before when it was
Right, that's right.
barely.
Wasn't on right
That
now.
was good.
Good job.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay.
So after Tracy did her pause push-ups, then I did the standing straddle forward bend with shoulder extension. And this I have a specific protocol. I'm squeezing for 5 seconds, and then I widen my stance a bit, go forward and stretch for 5 seconds, come back up, and then squeeze my legs together or against the floor for another 5 seconds, and then if I can, I widen my stance a little bit more and repeat. So I'm incorporating dynamic stretching, static stretching, and isometric stretching all in the same set. Contract, relax stretching is included by contracting against the floor and then widening the stance slightly after each contraction. This has been the most. I have long legs, so this stretch, the straddle stretch, if I can get straddle splits, well, I'm planning to. It's just been the most difficult thing for me to develop, partly because my legs are long, besides the fact that I'm close to 60 years of age. So finally, the last thing I did today was the reclining hero pose to stretch the psoas and quadriceps. And as I've mentioned before, this is one of my key stretches for developing the bridge, in addition to the hanging cobra. But today I didn't do the hanging cobra because I had a little discomfort in my right shoulder during performance of the hanging cobra in my last training session, and I didn't want to aggravate that. Don't have any, just have a little bit of discomfort in the shoulder, nothing that prevents me from using normal range of motion, but I didn't want to push it in this session. This is a post-workout meal: pint of whole milk, about a cup of 4% cottage cheese, and a pear.